Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm really excited to begin practice. Just so you guys know, hi baby. I got some other guests here today. Yesterday I had my human baby, and today I got my puppy baby. So we'll see. He might make an appearance on the screen. So sit up nice and tall, closing your eyes. Another full round of breath. And then place both hands over your heart center. Coming into an intention that you would like to hold for your practice, for your time on the mat. And I'm going to begin by reading you one of my favorite passages. So if you've ever been in my classes before, this book is by Brene Brown. It's called Braving the Wilderness. And the subtitle is The Quest for True Belonging and the Courage to Stand Alone. Now, I read this passage all the time, so get comfy, sit and get comfy for a minute. It's no secret that I'm a Harry Potter fan. My daughter Ellen grew up with the books, and we were always among the first in line for book and movie releases. In 2009, we attended the opening night for Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. There were plenty of Gryffindor scarves, forehead scars sketched out of eyeliner, and t-shirts that read, "Keep calm and carry a wand," in evidence. Sadly, toward the end of the film, our wise guide and faithful leader Dumbledore is killed. There's a scene where Harry is bent over his body, weeping. Dumbledore was the headmaster of Hogwarts School and a father figure, mentor, and protector to Harry. Even if you've never seen the movie or read the books, you know the scene well. A young protagonist losing his or her parent figure or guide. It's an essential element in the arc of many great stories and a pivotal part of what Joseph Campbell called the hero's journey. As a crowd of students and professors gather around Dumbledore's body, an evil face appears in the dark sky. It is the face of Voldemort, a person responsible for Dumbledore's death. As Harry places a hand on Dumbledore's chest and continues to weep, Dumbledore's dearest friend and fellow teacher, Professor McGonagall, played brilliantly by Dame Maggie Smith, raises her wand to the sky. From the tip of the wand comes a single burst of light. One by one, each student and teacher raises his or her wand to create a constellation of light that overcomes the dark and menacing sky. At that moment in a movie theater in Houston, a universe away from Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, I looked around to find that 200 strangers, most of them with tears on their cheeks, had their hands in the air pointing their imaginary wands to the sky. Why? Because we believe in the light. Yes, we know Harry Potter is not real, but we know that collective light is real and powerful. And in the face of hatred and bigotry and cruelty and everything that dark sky stood for, we knew we were so much stronger together. I felt like that was a perfect place for us to start this morning because I woke up with a lot of anxiety and a lot of fear, which I don't often do. And I just felt as though we all need the reminder that we're not alone, that we're all in this together. And I truly believe this is the second communion. This is the multiple time, I can't even put a number to it, that the world, that God, the universe is asking us to slow down, in the last number of years. And so I am so honored to slow down with you. So that's where we're going to begin. I'm going to have you come to a seat. It could be knees underneath you, it could be cross-legged. And just close your eyes. Again, bring those palms over your heart, coming back to your intention, to whatever it is that you are holding on to for your practice. When you're ready, you're going to bring those palms up towards the sky. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, hands drop to your heart center, Samastiti. We're going to come together with the sound of Om. Inhale. Om. Palms rise up towards the sky, inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to drop over towards the left, drawing the right palm up and across here. You can bring your gaze to the sky, maybe towards the earth, whatever feels the most comfortable. And then reach up towards the sky, inhale. As you exhale, you're going to drop over towards the right. Again, the gaze can look up towards the sky, towards the earth. Inhale high here. Both palms come out in front of you. You're going to reach the fingertips forward and then drop your head heavy between your shoulders. Creating a little bit of space here in your psoas, the back side of your body. Head drops between your shoulders. Unhinge your jaw. And start to expand the breath through the lungs, through the ribcage. Walk your fingertips back towards your knees, heart rises. You're going to cross the ankles the opposite direction. Arms reach up towards the sky, inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to walk the fingertips all the way out in front of you. Drop the head, opposite hip, opposite psoas. Drawing the tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Feeling your shoulders begin to settle here. And then draw all the way forward. So you're going to roll here as gracefully as you can into your tabletop position. Fingertips are spread wide. You're going to have your shoulders over your wrists. Your hips are directly over your knees. And then start to find a little bit of sahajasana, so creative movement in the body. Shifting the hips around, drop the head heavy. And then on your next breath, drop back in towards neutral. You're going to lift your navel in towards your spine. Tuck your right toes. Follow them by your left. High plank hold. Your shoulders are over your wrists, your hips are over your knee, or your hips are over your knees, and your heels are pushed back. Draw the hips up towards the sky as the head drops again, heavy between your shoulders. Hanging it heavy here, maybe bending one knee and then the other. Gaze looks forward. You're going to bend those knees and take as many steps as you need to meet the top of the mat. Root to rise, reach up towards the sky, and exhale, hands to heart. Samastiti. Root to rise, reach high, inhale. Exhale as you bend your knees and bow forward. Halfway rise, inhale. You're going to plant those palms, stepping your left foot back behind you. Drop your knee to meet the mat. Sweep up towards the sky, inhale to rise. And exhale, bow forward, toes back towards your knee. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, bow. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, bow. Hold here. One palm on either side, lengthening the chest forward. So you're thinking that someday your nose is going to touch your toes. It won't. but you want to be nice and long here. Bend forward into that front knee and start to walk the right toes a little bit over to the right, so you're feeling that opening here through the inner edge of the thigh, the inner edge of the hip. Spread through your fingertips, shifting the heart forward, maybe smile. And if a smile is hard to come by, think of something that you're grateful for in this moment. Grateful for the warmth, for community, for friends and family. For this reminder of true belonging, this reminder of togetherness. You're gonna come back in towards neutral. Draw your knees, zipper it up towards your shoulder, and push back, tabletop position. I feel like I have a lot of black on today. You're gonna draw your knees underneath your shoulders or underneath your hips again. Drop the belly towards the earth, the head and the heart rise. Exhale, fold and round. Inhale, the head and the heart rise high. And exhale, fold and round. Come back towards neutral, tuck your toes again, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Head is heavy between the shoulders. And your left foot draws up towards the sky. Bend the knee, peel the hip open, rotate through your hip, rotate through your ankle. Shift the toes back up towards the sky. Inhale. As you exhale, slide your knee to meet your nose, squeeze. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze. Last one, inhale, rise. Plant your foot in between your thumbs, reach up, crescent lunge, high lunge. Palms lift up nice and high here. And as you exhale, sweep them behind you. So feel the collarbones beginning to open. Sink a little bit lower into that front knee here. Inhale up towards the sky. Exhale, sweep behind you. Inhale to the sky. And as you exhale, you're going to plant those palms. Shift the tootsies, shift the toes up towards the sky and come into your standing split here. As you exhale, you're going to take your right foot, the top leg, drop it behind the left toes. Root through those feet and shift up towards the sky. Inhale to rise. You're going to take your right palm to your left wrist. Inhale. Exhale over towards the right hand side. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale, opposite palm to opposite elbow. Tilt. Or opposite palm to opposite wrist. Inhale up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart as you unwind your toes. Root to rise, reach up towards the sky. Bend your knees and bow to the earth. Fold. Halfway rise, palms to shins, Ardha Uttanasana. Plant those palms. You're going to step the right foot back behind you. Drop the knee to meet the mat. Untuck your back toes. Palms rise up towards the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale to the sky, heart rises. Exhale, fold. Breathe. Last one, inhale to rise. Exhale, fold towards the earth. One palm on either side. Lengthening again, thinking about drawing the nose forward, finding that hinge here in your hips. You're going to bend into your front knee, walk slightly forward. Start to walk the toes, the tootsies, over towards the left. So you're feeling that slight opening here. Maybe you're rocking a little bit here, finding that shift. And wherever you are, you're breathing. Right? So during this time of uncertainty, during this time when we're not entirely sure what's happening in our world, sometimes breathing can be a little heavy. So allow yourself to try to find that lightness through the breath. Inhaling, expanding, exhaling to release. You're going to draw the knee back into your shoulder and step it back, tabletop position. Again, find that sahajasana, that creative movement. Spread through your fingertips, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Adho Krishnasana, head is heavy between the shoulders. Your right foot slides to the sky, bend the knee, peel the hip open, rotate through your hip, through your ankle. Slide the toes up towards the sky, plant your foot in between your thumbs. Rise high, crescent lunge, inhale, lengthen. Feel the shoulders drop, the head and the heart rise. And then sweep behind you. Feel the collarbones open. Sink a little bit lower into that front knee. And then as you inhale, you're going to rise up towards the sky. Inhale. And exhale, plant those palms, standing split. Drop the head heavy between the shoulders. And then slowly take your top foot, your left leg, drop it behind the right, pinky toes to touch. Root to rise, reach up towards the sky. This time you're going to take your right palm to your left wrist and drop over to the right. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale over to the opposite direction. Inhale high. Exhale, unwind the bind hands to your heart, stand tall. Palms come off to the sides, Tadasana. Feel your shoulders draw down your back. Tuck your rib cage. Find that breath in through the nose. Exhale out. Palms rise, palms sweep. As you exhale, bend your knees and bow. We're going to do one sun salutation A. Palms to shins, Ardha Uttanasana. Plant those palms, step back, high plank. Tilt slightly forward, elbows hug your ribs, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog or cobra pose. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. As the head slides heavy between the shoulders, tongue releases from the roof of your mouth in order to create space in the jaw. Gaze looks forward, bend those knees and take as many steps as you need to meet the top of your mat. Bend your knees, root to rise, reach up towards the sky. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, hands to your heart center, Samasthiti. Root to rise, reach up towards the sky. Bend your knees and bow to the earth. Fold. Palms to shins, halfway rise. Plant those palms, step back, high plank. Drop your knees this time. Lower all the way down to meet the mat. You're going to push through those palms, inhale, cobra pose. So keep the knees, keep the thighs on the earth. Heart rises, gaze looks forward. As you exhale, you're going to find your child's pose. So draw the knees out nice and wide. Sit the hips back towards the heels and settle the head heavy to the earth. Finding a few moments of breath here. Resetting through the nervous system. And then gracefully draw forward. So you're going to plant your left palm into the center. The right arm reaches up towards the sky. And as you exhale, thread that needle, come all the way through. Drop your third eye, or your temple rather, to the earth. And then you can start to walk the left fingertips forward, head heavy. If you have further to go, you want to modify, you want to play with this pose, you're welcome to do so. And then slide your left palm under your shoulder. Push through that palm as the heart rises up to the sky. Inhale to lift. Exhale, plant your right palm down. The left arm reaches up towards the sky, heart lengthen. And as you exhale, you're going to thread that needle, come all the way through. Drop your temple to meet the earth and reach your right fingertips forward. Breathe. Draw your left or your right palm rather underneath your shoulder. The left arm draws up towards the sky, open the heart. And as you exhale, plant those palms. One moment here in your cat-cow. So drop the belly, the head and the heart slide forward. Exhale, fold and round. Come back towards neutral. You're going to extend the right foot nice and long. And as you exhale, step it in between your thumbs. Rise the heart up towards the sky. Inhale to rise. Exhale, fold and round. Hold here for a moment. Again, thinking more about getting the nose down to your toes. So instead of reaching for your toes with your fingertips, forget that part. Just starting to hinge forward with the heart. Again, bend into your front knee. Oh, I just spill things everywhere. And then walk your right toes over to the right. This time, plant your left palm. Place your right palm on the thigh, push away from your body. Here, breathe. Come back in towards neutral. You're going to start to walk your right toes forward into your half pigeon pose. So, if half pigeon pose doesn't feel good, you're going to roll onto your back and do your figure four. Wherever you are, start to settle the body. Drop the head heavy between the shoulders. Maybe you're stacking fingertips on top of fingertips. My companion today is nice and quiet, unlike my companion yesterday. It was just as adorable, but not quite as quiet. So begin to maybe count your blessings. Taking a moment for what it is that you're truly grateful for. It can be challenging in times like this when there's so much uncertainty. But trying to stay as grounded as you can in this moment. Walk those fingertips back towards your hips. Heart rises. You're going to tuck that back knee, slide it in, and step back, three-legged tabletop. So you're finding a little bit of space here through that knee. Step back. You're going to extend the left toes this time. Step it all the way forward, low lunge. Palms reach up towards the sky. And as you exhale, fold. Hold here. So you're starting to, again, draw the chest forward, reaching the nose for your toes. Finding breath. And then slowly bend into that front knee. You're going to start to walk the toes over to the left. Planting the right palm down, the left palm meets your thigh. Push it away from your body here. Come back in towards neutral. You're going to start to walk the left toes over to the left. Shift the heart up towards the sky. And then again, draw all the way forward. If this doesn't feel good, come into your figure. Taking a moment to rest. And again, coming back into your gratitude. As I said at the beginning of practice, we have been asked over and over and over again, repeatedly, for us to slow down. For us to come back to what matters, to our families, to friends, to community, to holding space, to love. And although I'm currently working, never feels like work. Although I'm currently working, I'm also in community with you, and that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm sending out these live videos every day this weekend. That's why we're creating all of this video content, because I feel like it is so important for us to stay in community and stay in connection in these times of uncertainty, because we need to slow down and we need to love each other harder. Draw your body a little bit deeper into the earth. 3 more breaths. Put your fingertips back. Heart lifts. You're going to spread through the fingertips. Draw your knee in and draw into your 3-legged tabletop. You're going to find that you're unwinding here, so draw all the way down onto your seat. Extend your feet out in front of you. So like I said the other day, don't ever reach underneath you, just wiggle. You need your meat on your bones. You're gonna bring your palms towards your knees. Lift the heart up nice and high and start to crawl the fingertips forward. Just walk a little bit further forward. Wherever your hands land is where they land, it's perfect. Draw the heart towards the earth, mindfully, intentionally getting the belly to someday touch the thigh. Breathing here not only through the hamstrings, but also through the back, through the heart, through the lungs. Walk the fingertips back. You're going to keep the right leg long, the left foot comes in, shift the heart high. Both palms will reach up towards the sky. This time when you land either on your knee, your shin, your ankle, your toes. You're reaching for something. So again, wherever you land is perfect. Just make sure that you this time have contact with your leg. Drop the head heavy between your shoulders. Walk the fingertips back. You're going to switch the legs, so extend the left, bring the right foot in, lift high, and walk forward. So again, wherever you land is perfect. It's wherever you are. Wherever you are right now is exactly where you're supposed to be. Even if you're in a negative spiral, but this is the place where you've arrived and you can start to dig yourself out of that spiral. You can start to infuse your life, your space, your intentions with more love, more grace, more joy, more positivity. Fingertips walk back, the heart lengthens. You're going to bring both feet to touch. Interlock the fingertips around the tops of your toes. Shift the heart up towards the sky. Inhale to rise, and as you exhale, the elbows come to the outer edges of the shins. Just start to draw the heart forward. Head is heavy here between the shoulders. Draw the heart up towards the sky. You can lay all the way down in your Shavasana if you would like. And I'm going to read to you again. So again, feeling that space of Shavasana, just laying all the way down in your corpse pose, or maybe you're on your couch and you're sitting and you're quiet in your bed. So this is from the exact same book that I read at the beginning, Brene Brown, Braving the Wilderness, and the subtitle is The Quest for True Belonging and the Courage to Stand Alone. Excellent, perhaps ordering it from your local bookstore so that they can have a little bit of love too. All local businesses could use a little help the next couple of weeks. I know exactly where I was on January 28th, 1986. I was in Houston driving down FM 1960, a busy 4-lane thoroughfare close to the suburb of Klein where I lived and when I was in high school. I remember I was driving through an intersection when I saw cars suddenly pulled over to the curb. A few actually stopped right in the middle of their lane. My first thought was that there was a fire truck or ambulance that must be coming from behind us. I slowed down to a crawl, but even after I checked over and over in my side mirror, in my rearview mirror, craning my neck to look around me, I couldn't see the lights of an emergency vehicle. As I slowly rolled past a pickup truck that was pulled over to the curb, I glanced inside the cab of the truck and saw a man leaning on his steering wheel with his head buried in his hands. I immediately thought, oh God, we're at war. I pulled over in front of him and turned on the radio, just in time to hear the announcer say, again, the space shuttle Challenger has exploded. No, 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 I started to cry. I saw more people pulling over. Some were getting out of their cars. It was as if people were desperate to bear witness to this tragedy with others, to not have to know this information alone. NASA is not just a beacon of possibility in space exploration for us in Houston. It's where our friends and neighbors work. These are our people. Krista McAuliffe was going to be the first teacher in space. Teachers everywhere are our people. After 5 or 10 minutes, people started driving slowly again. But now, as they slowly made their way back into normal traffic, they had their headlights on. No one on the radio said, turn your lights on if you're driving. Somehow we instinctively knew that we were all part of this procession of grief. I didn't know those people or even talked to them. But if you ask where I was when the Challenger disaster happened, I would say I was with my people, the people of FM 1960, when that tragedy occurred. Just remembering that we all have this space and this sense of true belonging, and that we are all in this, whatever it is, together. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, shifting your body out of your Shavasana. When you're ready, you're going to bring your body over to the side, placing your third eye or your forehead into the earth. Continuing to seal into that intention that you had set at the beginning of your practice. When you're ready, you're going to bring your hands to your heart. We'll end as we began with the sound of Om. Inhale. And your hands to your heart, may your body love. Hands to your lips, may you speak truth. Hands to your third eye, may you perceive kindness, wonder, and magic. Namaste.
Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I really am so